Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. This is Kettleland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day. Investigators are trying to figure out what sparked a fire at a grain elevator in southwest Minnesota. Wednesday afternoon, a grain elevator exploded at the Chandler Feed Company, sending debris into the air and filling the area with smoke before flames started.
We had just sat down for noon lunch, and all of a sudden there was this huge boom. It was just a boom. The whole house shook.
A Murray County Sheriff's deputy says one elevator employee was transported to the hospital as a precaution. An excavator was brought in to start tearing down the damaged bin. That's when more flames ignited. A Minnesota State Fire Marshal is already at the scene to help with the investigation. The Rapid City Fire Department is reminding people to be cautious this holiday weekend with the dry conditions outside. Yesterday afternoon, crews were called to bushes on fire near some buildings. Firefighters say there were no injuries or damage, but they're warning everyone that with how dry it is, a fire can spread very quickly. Now let's get a check of our forecast with meteorologist Scott Munt. What can travelers and folks expect for Thanksgiving Day?
Well, I think the bottom line today will be just cold air. You know, temperatures in the 20s and 30s this morning. I don't think they'll change much as we do go through the morning hours and into the afternoon. And we are watching snow, mainly for the southern hills, where they may pick up around 2 to 4 inches from Custer and areas to the south. I'll have more details on your Kettleland Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Pet owners are on alert due to a mystery illness that's spreading in some parts of the country. There's a highly contagious respiratory illness spreading among dogs. Researchers in New Hampshire say it could stem from some sort of bacterial infection and can lead to pneumonia. This has some pet owners worried about traveling for the holidays with their dogs.
It does worry me. It worries me, especially since I have to board him for the holidays. I don't know what other dogs will be there. And then coming to the dog park, he loves it, but we try to stay away from other dogs.
Experts recommend taking your dog to the vet if they have a consistent cough and to keep them away from other animals until they're healthy. Hundreds of shoppers hit the stores yesterday to get those last-minute items for Thanksgiving dinner. Kendra Harris was out buying cinnamon rolls for a holiday brunch. Harris says she knew stores would be closed and wanted to get what she needed. But if you weren't able to grab everything, Harris says it's okay.
If it doesn't work out and you don't get what you have to have or you think you have to have, just go with the flow and, you know, have a backup plan if you can. And if not, then find something in your fridge and make it work.
A few grocery stores that are open today include Sunshine Foods on 2nd Street in Sioux Falls and Franklin's Food Market. There are also some restaurants open today, including Granite City, The Rush, and Carnival Brazilian Grill. You can find the full list right here on Kettleland.com. About 10,000 South Dakotans are expected to get on planes for this holiday. The executive director of the Sioux Falls Regional Airport says Thanksgiving travel has grown over the years. Right now, short-term parking is closed as construction continues on a parking ramp. However, the economy lot has been expanded and some temporary parking is also available.
We do have enough parking available. If people want to drive out here, we certainly can accommodate them. More than likely, we have a shuttle that goes between our economy lot on a regular basis, so they very well may need to take a shuttle.
Lettler recommends travelers show up 2 hours early. An award-winning multimedia artist will exhibit his work at the Sioux Indian Museum in the Journey Museum in Rapid City. Nathaniel Rouleau, who is an enrolled member of the Oglala Sioux tribe, works primarily in acrylic, oil, watercolor, and pastel paints. His work focuses on his family and their histories, the beauty of the natural world, Native American sovereignty, political action, and education. His exhibition starts December 2nd and runs through March 24th. It's called Connections, Past, Present, and Future. That's a look at some of our top stories. Now let's get another look at your Thanksgiving weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. Scott?
All right, good morning there, everybody. We are looking at snow across western South Dakota this morning. That will continue this afternoon. But as high pressure comes in from the northwest, that helps bring in that cold and that dry air that it looks like we will stay dry central and eastern Kettleland with high pressure in control of our weather as we go through the day and into tomorrow. But once that leaves, that kind of opens the door to bring in some snow showers or flurries in eastern and southeastern Kettleland. But anything that falls will remain very light in eastern and southeastern South Dakota. Winter weather advisories for the southwestern corner of the state. They do include Hot Springs over toward Pine Ridge. The amounts of snow will range around 2 to 4. I think that's a good average from Custer and areas to the south. Pine Ridge, maybe an inch or two. And I wouldn't be surprised if Rapid City does approach an inch, we'll say, over the next 48 hours. Winds will be from the north today at 10 to 20. We could get a couple of gusts over 20 miles per hour. Light winds tomorrow, light winds on Saturday, but that changes on Sunday. Strong northwest winds. In case you do have any travel plans, keep that in mind. Some of those wind gusts will be over 40 miles per hour on Sunday. Here's our forecast today. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Cold tonight. Single digits. North central and northeastern South Dakota. Cold day for tomorrow with highs in the 20s. You can check the details of the 7-day forecast while you're here online. Have a great Thanksgiving.